Guys, AMF7 here with part 2 of unveiling my souvenirs from Japan. So, I actually wanted to continue with Tokyo Tower for one more souvenir, which is this. It is a One Piece coaster from the One Piece Cafe that was there. I really enjoyed myself there and what I had there. And whenever you dine with them, you get a free coaster, which is where this coaster came from. So, I feel really good about it. Then this button, when I went to Shinjuku, I got this button from the Samurai Museum, and I had to sign up for a newsletter of sorts. And once you sign up, you got a free button of your choice. And I decided on this one because honestly, it just represented samurai and action and all that stuff. So that was this. And then we went to Kyoto for about a day, and well, we did a one-day stay there. We took a bullet train and everything, and it was awesome. So we went to the manga museum, we went to temples, we went to the Kyoto Imperial Palace, the Temple of 1,000 Buddha, the bamboo forest, and Inari Shrine. But when we got to Kyoto, we went to the manga museum, and we also went to a place called another anime store there. And this is what I got. I got this Black Butler Book of Atlantic purse, which honestly I really like it. You can switch it into 6 different styles, and this did help me on the trip, so I'm really happy that I was able to get this. Then there was this Black Butler Book of Atlantic poster that I retrieved. One moment. Very hard to use. Yeah, and I apologize if my screen keeps flipping, but I'm really trying my best with only one hand available. This is in general what it looks like. I really like it, and I think I'm very happy with what I retrieved, especially with this wonderful poster. And the final thing I got from Animate Kyoto is, I'm taking them out of the bag right now. I'm going to have to dump them out. A whole lot of these Sebastian hanging figures, like hanging from cups and whatnot. These are little figures that you can hang from cups and bowls and whatnot, and glasses. I almost have every single one. The only one I don't have is this one, but I do have the one where he comes out, where everybody fangirls over when he's wet. The usual Butler bow, the sweet smile, and of course the secret, which I'm not sure if I should reveal or not. If you do wish for me to reveal what the secret one is, please comment in the comment section below, and I will see if I can do that. But the only one that I don't have is the hanging around one. If this camera will actually focus for me for once, the hang down is the only one that I don't have. But that's what these were. So the next day, as stated, we went to Inari Shrine, Bamboo Forest, the Kyoto Imperial Palace, and the Temple of 1,000 Buddha. I also got to take a quick snapshot of Kyoto Tower before we headed back on the bullet train. But I did get one souvenir from Inari Shrine, which is actually protected by foxes. So this was a nice little thing that I got for myself as well. It's a praying fox. I did go up, whenever I went to a temple or a shrine, I would definitely donate my yen, my unneeded yen coins, and pray as well. It was a really fun experience, and honestly, I think this little guy is cute. And honestly, I have no regrets whatsoever. Now, we got back from Tokyo. We got back to Tokyo, I should say. And actually, let me tell you guys a little bit of tips before I move on. When you're in Japan, handshakes really aren't common. Anytime you meet somebody new, you have to bow. And konnichiwa, of course, you know is hello. Genki desu ka? How are you feeling, or how are you doing, or how are you? There is also domo arigato, which means thank you. Gomenasai, which means I am sorry. And a lot of you have been hearing this sort of word in anime English subtitles. They say a word, but this word is actually used in Japan, and it is actually used quite a lot. And I was actually told by somebody that I sounded Japanese when I was doing it, or saying it in this case. With that being said, you should, whenever you need a store clerk to pay for your things, or if you need to get through in order to catch up with your group, you say "suminasen," which means excuse me. But do not ever spit in Japan. The sidewalks and the roads are so clean. In all seriousness, do not litter in Japan. That is a no-no. Do not shush people in Japan. That is a no-no. With that being said, now to move on to the next. So, we then went to Akihabara once more, and I actually, unintentionally, there was a big building that I wanted to go to, some sort of building named Radio Something, but it had anime in it, and I actually led me and my 2 friends straight into the anime heart of Akihabara. And this is where all this comes in. So, I am going to start off. We did make reservations for Square Enix Cafe. We had to stay out until 9 to get those reservations, or to get that spot or whatnot. I have no regrets about it whatsoever. That is where I got these coasters as well. We had to order a drink in order to get these, and honestly, I'm fine with it. I'm completely content. And now, here's what I also purchased as well. I know the yen prices are still on them, so do forgive me for that. The Chinese figures the Made in China figures, Sebastian and Ciel, which I really like, which are awesome. There were actually a lot of floors in this building that we went to that had all the anime and everything. And to my surprise, actually, I'm really, really surprised that this site actually has a store. Ami has a store. A couple of them actually now. They were only an online store, but now they actually are in Japan ever since 2016. I did get this one plushie from Japan. Well, no, actually, this was my first plushie I got from Japan. I'm into an anime as well called Diabolik Lovers, so it's just not Black Butler that I'm into, but I do recommend Diabolik Lovers as well. So I got one of the Sakamaki brothers in a plush form. This is Laito, who I honestly really like. He's pretty cool, and this is the first plush that I got from Japan. Well, besides the fox, but the first anime plush anyway. And yeah, I really like this Laito very much. So I have no regrets whatsoever. Let me place him right here. Okay, now, of course, there were a lot of anime figures and trinkets and everything. I did manage to get these 2 wonderful Sebastian rubber straps, which I have no regrets, and I think this was a secret in the Book of Circus strap series, so I think that's always cool to have. And when Animate Cafe had their Phantom Cafe, which I missed, but that's not a problem at all, because I have no regrets whatsoever. They had these coasters there, and there were 2 of them of Sebastian himself. I have no regrets. I love these, and I'm going to keep these. These are mine, and I love them. And I also purchased this wonderful charm keychain, Book of Circus with Sebastian on it. Black Butler Book of Circus with Sebastian on it. And once again, I have no regrets. I just grabbed any Sebastian that I desired. And I liked it. I have no regrets whatsoever. And then this. I've actually seen this on eBay and in a box with a Chibi Ciel figure. This is Sebastian from Book of Circus, chibi-fied, with his top hat off, of course, but he's holding it right there, as you can see. And yes, I actually really adore this a lot. I really made out like a bandit in Akihabara that day. Whoops. Sebastian came off. One moment, please forgive me. Do forgive me, guys. But operating something like this with one hand is not an easy task. It's really not. And honestly, I do not know why this little chibi is doing this to me. I'm really not sure. And it's really hard for me to get him back on. And actually, this unveiling, I think, is going to be a 3-part, only because the fact that I have so much to show, and yet I don't want there to be an upload error in this video. If I do, since I am uploading everything. So please do forgive me once more. I'm going to place him down for right now because I don't want to do anything else that's going to make me feel any regret whatsoever. I don't understand. Okay. So, with this being said, please do forgive my camera rotation once more. There is going to be a part 3 because, honestly, I do have a lot, and I do have a lot to say. So, with that being said, stay tuned. AMF7 out.